Music is my DNA.
All right, you are on Soundcity Radio 98.5. You're with me, Awazi, and I have two really important people with me. I say that they're really important because I'm a fan. I like their music and I respect them, and they are the DNA twins.
Yay!
I know it's a bit. But anyways, welcome guys. How are you?
Thank you so much. Good.
So you've just recently done like a double drop, like 2 singles.
Yeah.
And they're called Star and Ayo.
Yep.
So tell me about the records, the both of them, first of all.
Well, I'll say for Star, basically, Star is like it was like a deliberate attempt to like just do something like really different from what we've ever done. Basically, like it was just to like really do what we
Love and like what like comes more easy, like for us, like we're in our comfort zone basically.
And then Ayo is also like showing like the commercial side of DNA as well, like the kind like everybody man party man, like just
people want to party about
popping bottles.
So it's like giving like people like
best
different choices, like to pick from, to fit from. So but Star is more of a chilled, laid back vibe type song that's that goes really hard and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say it's more personal.
It's more personal. Was this about anyone in particular or anyone you had in mind?
Well, not really,
but like it was personal to us because like
it was like a very conscious effort from us to like do something really different from like what we've already put out. So yeah.
Anyways, tell me about the process to finding your sound and how that happened for you guys.
The first year we got signed, we first stepped out by trying out like different sounds. We wanted to see like what we finished from The Voice. Normally when we come out of The Voice, people would expect that we'll come out singing all the oh baby, all that stuff. But we came out and then we went commercial straight with Harcourt, and like it was a great song. But we weren't really like completely happy with like our sounds. After dropping Harcourt, we dropped Queen, then we dropped Adama featuring Mayokun and all that stuff, but it still felt like something was like kind of missing. So we had to take out our time in the last year, almost the whole year. We just went on a low.
Basically, just took like a lot of indoor moments basically, and
locked ourselves
soul
away.
searching, talking, researching, and being like some people actually thought we were antisocial basically because we never used to go out. Like we just were always working. Funny enough, we're still on that path to finding the real sound. Now there's a pathway.
We're very dynamic artists, right? But at the same time, we want to have a particular thing that people, whenever they hear us, they say, okay, yes, this is DNA.
About finding your sound, do you really think that isolation is important for like artistry? If you want to be an artist, like you guys said, you took like almost a whole year, you were antisocial, you were just locked. You think isolation is important for the craft?
It's needed sometimes, but just don't overdo it.
Not for too long.
It even affected us because some connects we're supposed to have or get or meet or link up with, we didn't do all of that.
Tell me about that.
As an artist, like as much as you're trying to fix your craft and make people see reasons why they should song. Sorry,
go ahead.
You get me? So but at the same time you also need to network, you also need to socialize with the industry and people out of the industry. And while we were isolating ourselves and working, we're not doing that. We're not socializing, we're not networking. You get, and
we just wanted to get the act right.
So that's the side effect of it. So it's advisable to do it, but just don't do it for too long because you can't expect yourself to be in somebody's mind when they don't see you.
So towards the end of last year, towards the whole end of last year, we would be on our Instagram and we couldn't even post pictures in peace anymore without people come to our comment section and say, where is DNA?
Some people say, I don't talk models.
Oh my God.
I'm modeling.
But yeah, like we totally understand. We totally understood it because we felt like that was coming from like fans who really cared about us.
Yeah, out of
and
sight.
who-
We're out of sight.
Yeah, and truly, and in Nigeria, if you're not consistent, people
Yeah.
will just literally like get you off.
Forget you and move on to the
Yeah,
next one.
but I mean, like at the same time, it was a good experience for us to take out our time to actually know what it is we really want to do. And right now we're back and we're ready, and we are here to show them.
Yeah, we're going to be in all their faces.
This year we're
man,
killing
trust
them,
me.
Sha.
Everywhere.
Oh shit.
Everywhere.
So apart from this double drop, what else is the plan for this year?
A lot. Like,
A
Like
lot.
how? Like give me a timeline, right? Like a timetable.
Okay, we're gonna be dropping the video for Star
Okay.
like, next
And
week.
Ayo
And
possibly
Ayo,
too, so,
possibly.
So it's just double, man. I mean, I respect
Yeah.
that. You're two.
We plan on dropping a body of work this year.
yeah.
It's like an EP, an album,
Most
a
likely
mixtape.
Not,
Most
not an
likely
album.
EP.
Wait,
Most likely
we're not really looking
Just
for an
to
album
just
right
for people to know what we've been working on.
Right.
now. Yeah.
Do you know, I really respect that you guys are really being intentional about like crafting your sound, and you've taken all this time off. So you felt the consequences of that. But before we even go on to talk about more about your music, I just really need to address this. So I know that you guys were on The Voice at around the time that P Square hit the rocks.
Yeah.
So people kept going, oh my God, thank God these ones are gonna come back. And
Yeah.
there's like P Square.
Oh my
Tell me
God.
about that pressure.
That was some
Pressure was
crazy
crazy.
pressure. Like, okay, so the first year we got signed into like Mavin.
Mm-hmm.
The idea from everybody was, oh, the new P Square, they've come take P Square, take over from P Square. I mean, like, we appreciated and we still appreciate the fact that people like because P Square they're legends. Like,
Yeah.
however you look at it, whatever happens, whatever the situation may be right now, they're still legends,
Yeah.
right? But we didn't want to be in that shadow. Like we are DNA, right? We just wanted to be us, and we want people to see us for us.
Yeah, P Square is P Square.
Do you understand? P Square is P Square. They've come, they've done what they had to do, and they became legends. So we are on our race right now. We're running our race right now. It was a good thing that people would say compare us to them and everything, but the general idea is we just want to do what we love.
And then like we kept getting like statements like open and go come split like
They
P
always
Square.
ask us that
Oh
question.
my God, yeah. I'm like,
Always.
bruv, like
Can you guys just let us
be,
like,
let us
live?
live. That's P Square story. Like that's not
let
DNA
us-
story.
let us
Don't
run
put it-
our-
Don't put it on us. Don't put no pressure on my head that try and tell me that woman. No, obviously I know. Like, is it not a woman that made Adam lose his?
Well,
Obviously I know. Yeah, but
yeah.
you get me. So
But the pressure was mad. But we just had to find a way to turn that into like positivity and like get into work and get like harder and more determined and about our music and our craft and stuff. I mean, it has helped us. All these things put together, the isolation for a while, the comparisons, the pressure that people put, like, oh, you guys are supposed to be dancing. Oh, you go and do shushka. I'm like, all that. Nah. Like, just we can dance. We can actually dance, but
in every possible way, we'll try to make it a DNA thing and not make it look like, oh, these guys are wanting to be somebody else.
Right. Okay. So real quick, and I'm sorry to reference P Square again, but at the time that they hit the rocks, there was this issue with them being a group, and there were just two, right?
Yeah.
So it came out in the public, and there people were like, "Oh well, this one is the one responsible for singing. This one is responsible for dancing. This one doesn't know how to write."
Yeah.
Do you guys have duties? I want to know first off, before you even answer me, you can just tell me who's Clint and who's Blair, because you've changed your
I
hair,
think it's Blair.
and I'm confused.
I think you're Blair. I'm Clint. But sorry, I'm Blair.
I'm going to shoot you too. Okay, so who's Clint, who's Blair?
Blair.
Okay, so do you guys have duties?
Well, to be honest, with life, like, we both do everything.
Yeah,
like, you know,
basically.
but at the same time, like, we know each of us have like different strengths in different areas. You get me? And that's is our strengths that make us DNA.
So what is your strength?
My strength is my strength.
Come on. Come on. For real though, for real. Just let us have an idea so that it's not when, and I'm not wishing this on you, just let the public have an idea of what goes on with DNA so that nobody's confused and saying things that are not true before things keep circulating in the media and then it causes tension between you two. For real.
When I say our strengths, we both sing, we both dance.
Yeah.
If we were to do an R&B record, who's the go-to guy? If we were to do like a turn-up record.
I think it's
true.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So now we kind of have the idea.
Yeah.
So you see, that's all I wanted you guys to say. Come on,
Well,
guys.
I thought you were coming from the angle of like,
So-
maybe one person is doing all the singing or all the writing, and the other person is doing the dancing.
To be
and-
honest, that's how groups work. So even if you said that, it would not have meant anything too serious.
Yeah, but
because
it's
important.
different for us in our
It's,
case.
it's actually different from
I
for us.
understand.
So what we do is, depending on the song and the vibe we're trying to put out, there's some type of songs that he would vibe better on, and I wouldn't. There's some type of songs that I would vibe better on, and he wouldn't. And it doesn't matter as of that time. One person can decide to say, okay, this is the idea of the song. This is what we want the song to look like, and then the both of us come together and put in our own different styles into it. So, and that was one of the things we were actually working on this
because
time,
it didn't take just
we,
one day
we wanted
to
see
gain
we
that.
wanted to see if it was possible for us to go like sound wise. We have the same sound, but when
Yes.
people hear us, they know this is Blair, this is clean. And I think we kind of did that like in Star, but I'm not going to tell you who sang what.
I was going to just ask you because someone went in. Like, I just wanted to know. Come on, guys. Don't you want us to know who sang what?
Well, just feel the music, man.
Feel the music.
No disrespect to Jazzy and no disrespect to the Mavin records, but however, when you guys first started, it was almost like there wasn't a lot of attention on you, or is that just the way we are seeing it from the outside?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. I mean, like, there's a lot of artists, right? It's a healthy competition, knowing that you have artists like, as of that time, Ricardo, Tiwa, everybody literally in there, and then we just come in and we're like, shit, we have to meet up with this and everything.
So as of that point, we actually it was us that was like trying to arrange ourselves first before.
And just
we're not even looking for that attention. You can't not have something to really
bring to the table
that is strong, and they will not give you attention.
Yeah,
Right.
basically.
I mean, so it was more of we trying to know what exactly
the path we're going. And
we
I mean,
wanted to do.
yeah, and we actually appreciate Jazzy a lot for actually understanding our process and being with us throughout this whole process. The
Everyone
kind
else will
of
love
music that we do, the fans, people that listen,
world
they will
will
love
love
it. The world will love it,
Oh my
basically.
God.
So yeah.
Oh my God, I can literally hug you guys now. Because I remember the first time we had a conversation, I felt like I offended you. By saying all the things, I felt like I really offended you.
See,
I-
trust me. You even I think you even like made everything
Gingered the
way better
process.
because we really needed to get like advice from somebody that literally like knows what's up, like music wise, like a music head, right? And then when we came to you and we spoke to you, well, you told us the truth. You told
Sorry.
us
So you were that away from home.
we didn't actually take
Advice.
it personal. We didn't actually take it personal. Instead, we appreciated the fact that he told us plain to our face that you guys need to go back and get your
shit
act
right, man.
right and come back and with something better. You also told us that it may not be something people may take like immediately, but once we believe in it and stick to it, and that's why we just went left with Star. Like,
Yeah, and
look
I
at
respect that. I really like
just
it.
listen to the chorus. Like, it's just something, it's just a weird type melody, but we loved it, and then we did it, and yeah, people are loving it right now. So
Yeah,
I mean,
think it's important. There's a diversity of sounds right now, so keep going with your sound. Keep being diverse. Before you know it, that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Clinton Blair, who's more likely to get caught by the police for doing something wrong?
wow. should we say
Who is more likely? I need a name.
this thing is just really weird.
Why?
We actually
Did you get caught?
busted
Oh
last night.
my!
Like,
Where were you? What were you
we
doing?
went to the shrine. We went
Oh,
to just listen to
wow.
good music and chill out and stuff like that. And then we come back and next thing, hey, stop it. We're like, yo, what's up?
Were you afraid?
Nah, we'll see. We've passed that
bad
stage.
guys.
We've actually been afraid
You know,
of things.
police
If
is
we
your
could-
friend.
If we could be kidnapped for 4 days, and what else is there to fear?
You guys were kidnapped for 4 days?
Yeah.
When and where?
By 7 gun men.
That was
Armed men.
2016, right?
Yeah, 2016.
Why?
I don't know. We were hustling. We're young
We're on our
boys.
way to Lagos for the hustle.
For the hustle, man. I think we're coming to give a proposal to one of these companies for a party we used to host in Abuja by then, and then the voice.
For the voice to get ready to
yes.
travel for the voice. And then all of a sudden, boom, got kidnapped. But yeah, that's like another story.
Yeah, so I mean, like
No, tell it. I want to hear it. Every single thing. Tell me all the details. Are you joking? How can you just tell me you were kidnapped and not tell me about it?
Well, I think this will be officially the first time
we're talking
we
about
ever
it,
speak about our kidnap on air, because we've never spoken about kidnap.
Is it a very touchy subject for you?
Yeah, it is, but I mean,
But
like
at the same time,
it has happened. I think it just happened for us to learn stuff and appreciate both ourselves more and life more.
The essence of life.
It was a very
Traumatic
experience, to be honest, man.
7 armed guys.
1 minute you just kiss your mom on her forehead and tell her bye. We're coming back to Abuja next week. Let's just go to Lagos. Go to the bus station. Get into the bus.
2 hours later, while you're sleeping,
You just hear
gunshots.
Boom through the screen of the what's it called? The bus. Like to the front. Like they just shoot and then they shot the driver and left eye. Like literally, like he stopped the bus and ran out with one bleeding eye and left all of us in the bus. And it was a chaotic situation from there. So the pressure is on the both of us because we were like in front and everybody's like, open the door.
So we opened the door and they didn't even let us go out. Like everybody was just
we jumped out through the windows and opened the door for everyone to come out, and everyone came out and started running. And then we ran into the bush thinking that we are going to find a better hideout and stuff like that.
This kind, when you think you're running away from something,
like
and
25 minutes
you've gone deep into the bush and you think you're safe
25 minutes deep into the bush
and you don't know that you
just ran into their den. Their compound. We were running for like 25 minutes. You get there and everybody's like, they're just like, oh yeah.
Welcome.
Sit down. Like this guy, and we stayed there for 4 days. They traumatized our lives.
We're feeding on mangoes, man.
Yeah, we're feeding on mangoes. And
what's this thing called? Okay, so like there's Gary. They put Gary inside one dirty plastic.
Yeah,
and then
kuli
and pepper
salt.
and onions and salt and Maggi. Mix it together.
I know what that is.
Yeah,
it's a thing.
Yeah, but I knew it was a thing because obviously they're not crazy to be eating it like that. But the process of making it was
Really
dirty, nasty.
But we had to eat it to survive, man.
We're eating that thing like fried rice, fam.
So like, you know how we used to drink water in the 4 days?
Yeah.
So they'll it's like a swampy, it's like a forest, like deep inside the forest, right? So they'll go dig. You know when rain falls on sand, they'll like dig it
out
and let the water rise up, and then everybody bends to drink.
And we were literally all drinking that.
We're all
water,
drinking
man.
that.
I'm not even lying
Like,
to you, man.
all
And
that
the
stuff.
worst part was that they couldn't speak English, so we couldn't even communicate with them as much.
to know what exactly.
And
it
it
is.
was
Do you know what language they were speaking?
It was
Yeah,
it's
Fulani.
not Hausa. It's not
Fulani.
Hausa, definitely. I think
Fulani.
it's Fulani or
Fulani.
something.
Yeah, but it sounded like
it sounded really weird. Like
Fulani-ish.
it wasn't Hausa.
It wasn't Hausa though, because we stay in Abuja and we know Hausa.
Yeah.
Like we don't speak Hausa, but we know Hausa. Like but yeah, it was a very traumatic situation.
Yeah,
There was cases where the first night that we got there, after they made us walk like 2 hours deep into the bush.
This was in Kogi State.
Like, they made us walk like 2 hours into the bush. We're getting there. By then they are taking off our slippers. We're walking barefooted. So they put the both of us to sit down. They were having their meeting somewhere else. They had a little bonfire thing they set up, trying to make food and stuff. We just knew that we were going to be alright.
For some weird reason, man. Like,
we had a day they literally beat us for not
being emotional. That's where that say we won't stay there. Say we don't want ask them to send money, and so they literally beat us so that we would cry and it will be it will look really serious to our people that were trying to negotiate with them and everything.
It was a really traumatic experience, but if anything, the most amazing part of it was the part where like our mom actually she was our savior.
Yeah, man.
She She was our savior. She came. She walked in. She walked 2 hours into the bush
alone to come get us, man. Alone.
At the end of the day, we didn't even give them up to what they asked for.
We didn't give them quarter of what they asked for.
And
do you get me?
They collected the money.
At the same time, like, it just taught us that
there's a plan.
Yeah, God has a plan for us.
Bro, I'm sure too. Are you guys okay?
Funny how
a week
after we got released, we were on The Voice.
Exactly. Like you guys still went on The Voice. Like my respect for you guys has tripled, and you guys, nobody could tell.
And one of the reasons why we didn't want to talk about it was because some people were thinking it was a stunt, so we didn't really want to go to any.
Because we're like, how do people come up and say this is a stunt? Like,
you guys, your mom is my superhero.
And
you guys need to tell her that she's amazing. Oh my God! You know what? This is really sensitive, so I'm just gonna, because I am touched in a certain way. And so let's just lighten things up.
The first time we've spoken about this.
Oh my God, you guys!
Anywhere, any media platform.
I just want to hug you.
2 years after.
I really just want to hug you guys. You guys have been through so much, and I believe in you guys, and I'm here for it. So let's keep pushing, let's keep making great music, and let's keep having fun. Last one. Who's more likely to get caught cheating on their girlfriend?
Is it you?
Where are we? No, I don't know. I think.
Well, so clearly you're the one.
You're the one for me.
Wow. No. Right. Anyways, thank you guys for coming, and make sure you keep making good music. I'm here for you anytime. Keep sending it across to us on Soundcity Radio, and we will definitely play it.
Shout out to Soundcity. Shout out to you.
Awazi is the best in the world, man. We love you, man.
Thank you so much.
Too much.
Thank you. Love you guys too. So this is going up on our website, Soundcity.tv. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Soundcity 985FM. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on my social media platforms as well at the Awazi. That is at TheAwazi. Bye.